All right, going back to our leading story this morning of the passing of musician AKA, we now cross back to our reporter Jayde Paulse, who is at Florida Road in Durban. A very good morning to you, Jayde. Thank you so much for joining us. We've just heard, we've just got confirmation from the family of AKA that he has indeed passed away, and they require space as they mourn this difficult period. So, any more details that have emerged from your end as investigations continue?
While some police are still being tight-lipped about the investigation, we are still stationed outside Wish Restaurant in Florida Road, just observing some of the activity here. You would know there are several restaurants on this particular stretch of road, and it's business as usual. Some people are coming to work. We've spoken to some of the patrons who are coming to various restaurants, asking them about how they feel about the prominent rapper being gunned down in Florida Road that is so popular. It's basically the long street of Durban, and many are saying that they are shocked that they did not foresee something like this happen. I am actually joined by one fan, Shiraz Khan. Shiraz, off camera you told me that you are extremely shocked. I mean, you've been here since the morning.
Yes, we are shocked. I mean, we went on to social media this morning, and I was on TikTok, and we saw this, and I wanted to confirm it, so we went on Google, and then it confirmed it. And so my kids are big. I've got a 17-year-old and a 7-year-old who are big AKA fans. Obviously, they were very saddened by the news. They were also very shocked. So I mean, like, I was with my son here, my 17-year-old, on Thursday night. We were having supper at Nando's, and I mean, like, to think that we frequent this place all the time and something like this could happen. And I mean, also it happened to a guy that's a big stature star, rapper and stuff, you know. So I mean, like, this guy filled the dome. I mean, who doesn't like him? And I'm sure, I mean, like, obviously with what has happened, I'm sure he had haters as well. So we're obviously very saddened by the news. And yeah, I mean, it's going to take a while before we start coming back to you know, I mean, like, to Florida Road. But nevertheless, I mean, like, life goes on, and yes, but we're very sad. I mean, I think the music industry in South Africa lost a good soul, you know. So yes, it's still shocking. I mean, I don't know what to say, really and honestly, you know. I'm just saddened by it. I'm sure people can obviously deal with the issues other ways. I mean, life is precious, and yeah, so it's shocking. I'm still shocked. I really I'm actually talking, but I don't know, you know. It's still yeah. So yes,
your shock is palpable, and just speaking to some of the people that don't want to appear on camera, just talking to your kids. You said your kids are great fans. What are they saying?
Well, the kids are like mixed emotions. I mean, like, they're gonna miss him. I mean, they said to me, "Dad, we're gonna miss the guy," you know, because I mean, like, they look forward to the music, they like the music, they dance to his music at home. And I mean, my son's 17-year-old's now also rapping, you know, and they obviously look at these guys as role models. And I mean, like, yes, we don't know the ins and outs of all these guys' lifestyles, but I mean, when you see them and they are ambassadors, you know. Yeah, so the kids are not doing well, but I mean, they'll get over it. It's going to take time. They're asking a lot of questions, but why would someone do that to a superstar, you know? And I can't answer any of those questions. I don't know all the answers to the questions, but I mean, like, I just got to be there for them. They are big fans. They are big fans of AKA, and yes, they will miss him. I mean, they're already listening to his music. When I left home, they were already like already listening to his music. So yes, they're sad, you know.
Ross, thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you. Well, there you can see many people are coming out to pay their condolences to the Forbes family, to his loved ones. I'm just going to rope in here Konele. Konele, you are the spokesperson for Safety and Liaison. Some of the patrons that are coming out here saying that they are evidently shook about what happened here. Florida Road, this has literally turned Florida Road on its horns. From the MEC of Safety and Liaison, what is the intervention that's going to be done? And also, how is government going to rally together in order to pay respects to AKA?
Well, we are deeply disturbed as the provincial government of KwaZulu-Natal that such an unfortunate incident has happened in our shores. Obviously, this is going to impact negatively on the profile of the province and the city, and obviously it's going to impact on people who are frequenting this road. You know that Florida Road has become the hub of the central business activities that are taking place in Durban, but we are refusing to succumb government to surrender to criminals. As the province, we will not allow our province to be turned into a killing field, and we will be making sure that as the police are here, this case is investigated thoroughly to make sure that perpetrators are brought to book. We will not surrender our freedom to criminals, and will not surrender the safety of our people to criminals. That is why we are of a firm view that moving from now on, we need to assess the issue of security in Florida, not only in Florida, but in many other roads that have got such late activities, such as restaurants, such as bars, licensed bars that are closing late in the hours of the day, so that we make sure that the patrons of these areas are safe. We know that already here there is a patrolling unit that is working with the police. There is also a satellite metro police station. So it is a matter of augmenting what is already there and making sure that we up the ante and make sure that our people are safe. But as the provincial government, we condemn this incident, and we are going to be monitoring the police very closely in making sure that perpetrators are brought to book urgently, so that at least we are able to restore hope to the people. We have seen a lot of incidents in the province. We have witnessed a number of mass killings in the province, and that is affecting us in so many ways as the government, because we feel that our journey of building a safer KwaZulu-Natal needs to continue and cannot be deterred by these incidents. We want to see a day where our people can walk freely, where our people feel safe in their homes, on the street, and everywhere.
Now, you just heard this gentleman, Kwanele, speaking about that he's actually fearful to come back to Florida Road with his family. Someone with a stature like AKA, who's got bodyguards, that's quite telling to have him gunned down right here in Florida Road. I also went into social media and I was reading some of the responses of people saying that there is a gun problem in eThekwini, but there's also a gun problem in Florida Road. People are just brazenly walking with their weapons. In terms of the MEC, because you're speaking on behalf of the MEC of Safety and Liaison, working with police, ensuring the safety of communities, is there going to be a beef up of security in Florida Road now that this incident has happened? And how can you allay fears for those that are watching back at home to say that how can we walk out in public, how can we go to restaurants if this is what's happening to our celebrities?
Well, those who are frequenting this area and this road will tell you that randomly there are operations that are conducted here. There are roadblocks on the other end, there are roadblocks on the other end, so that we are able to improve police visibility and operations. We are equally worried that there seem to be these random incidents of shooting that happens now and again on this road. It has been happening for a bit of time now, and we are going to be making sure that part of the plans that we are going to put in place is to make sure that we improve police visibility, but explore other strategies, working with other partners, working with business, working with private security as well, because it cannot be the case that someone will come, shoot a person in such a busy area and run away just like that, and nobody can collect any evidence, nobody has seen the vehicle, nobody has identified the perpetrator and so forth. So we are urging our people to come to the fore, to work with the police, come with the information, but we are going to be increasing vigilance as well, and we urge restaurant owners as well and business community in the area to make sure that we all come together as government, as the police, work together with them, making sure that at least this area is safe.
Thank you. Spokesperson for the MEC of Safety and Liaison in the province, just talking about the efforts that are going to be implemented now, also talking about the safety of people in eThekwini, safety of those patrons in Florida Road. Where I'm coming to you from now is right outside the Wish restaurant, where prominent South African rapper AKA Kiernan Forbes was gunned down with a friend of his late last night at 10 o'clock. He was walking out of this particular restaurant. It is said that he cut his hair at the building on top of this restaurant, walked down, and as he was making his way to his car, two assailants walked up to him and shot him at close range. Now, where we're coming to, we can also tell you that there are still some blood splatters on the ground. There is, or what seems to appear to be, a bullet wound, a bullet marking on the wall. Police are saying that they are going to be investigating this. All hands are on this case to try and find those assailants, to bring them to book. Also beefing up security in Florida Road. Spokesperson of KwaZulu-Natal Police, Colonel Nechunda, saying that for those that are coming to the area, he has allayed fears, and also calling for calm in Durban as they investigate the killing of AKA. It's back to you in studio.
Jayde Paulse, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for that update. Jayde Paulse is outside the Wish restaurant where AKA was killed last night. And the AKA's family have just released a statement confirming that he was indeed shot and killed last night in Durban.